today for Sarasota Celebrates Volunteers, which is a celebration of giving back, getting involved in the community, and it was put together by J.W. Frye, who is a Sarasota man who rode a bike from Florida to Alaska to raise money for hospice in dozens of communities across the United States and Canada.
I'm here because I want to support JW's cause, and also I'm very passionate about volunteering in the community, and I think it's wonderful to present an opportunity for everyone to be involved volunteering in the community with an organization they feel passionate about.
It's especially important in Sarasota schools because as we continually cut back on funding for the schools, we're becoming more reliant on volunteers to support the teachers in their classroom work.
One of the great benefits about volunteering is you make new friends, because what happens when you volunteer, you go do something that you have a passion or interest about, and when you go and you volunteer at an organization where you have an interest in, what's going to happen is you're going to find out more people that have the same interest.
Getting to know what it is that you are passionate about and really seeing that and putting that time and those hours into it.
Instead of it being based on always money, it doesn't have to be based on that. It can be based on just working together as a community and making it work.
Because it's a way of giving back, it's a way of connecting with the people, and it's about bringing unity back into community.
We're all here on a journey, and we all have a unique life experience that's different than any other person in this room. And with that unique experience becomes the ability to transform somebody else's life, to be of service to another human being in a way that only you can be.
There are many services that are not provided because we no longer have the ability to hire people to do them. So at this point, they have to think about it not only as doing something for the community, but as providing services that are no longer provided because they cannot be afforded.
Oh my goodness gracious, I couldn't do what I do every day if it wasn't for volunteers. Especially in today's economy and everything, volunteers are so important. They're the lifeblood of any organization, especially the nonprofit organizations. They go out and they touch everybody in the community, whether it's playing cards with somebody, going grocery shopping, or cooking a meal for them, or even just maybe straightening up their house for them. Things that they would normally do but cannot do now, a volunteer can do that. Even if it's just to sit by the side and read a book. It's just amazing what volunteers do and how they touch the lives of so many people.
Volunteering is fulfilling for me, and it's fulfilling for anyone. Anyone that has time and isn't volunteering, if they tell me they're bored, I tell them don't even talk to me about it, because there's no excuse to be bored when you have an opportunity to contribute to people and make a difference in the world.
It's very important because there's a lot of people in need, and there are a lot of people in certain situations, and there's a lot of people that can help.
You know, I think all of us in this community, so many of us are really blessed, and we have the opportunity to share that with others, and it just feels so good. It really does feel better to give than to get.
And all the volunteers, whenever they talk to me, say they get so much more out of it than they give. It's just a wonderful, worthwhile thing to do.
Just as that young bicycle man said, we need to pay forward. I've been very fortunate. Many things, good things have happened in my life. People have helped me.
It's just, it keeps me off the streets, you know.
What is it that inspires you? What is it that makes you different than any other person? What do you love to do? Because here's the thing. Everything that you love to do, what you're passionate about, is the gift that you have to give to another human being.
We bring so much skills with us that we don't want to let them go as well. But they can teach us and help teach others to go on the right path, but to help build this country, what made it strong in the first place. It was volunteers, it was people helping people, communities helping communities, and that's what we really need to get back to.
That was the first time as a volunteer that I learned that life was more than about me.
I think that people have to become conscious that since the situation has changed so much, that we can no longer take anything for granted, that we need to become involved in some way, that this is no longer a world made for spectators, but that we all have to become participants.
What I feel like is happening is that people are starting to say, you know, they want to do something and they're just going to go ahead and do it. You know, it's no more like waiting around for someone else to make it happen. It's finally like, I'm going to do this. And that's kind of what we've done here today, and that's what we see happening, you know, socially and politically as well. We're standing up and we're doing it for ourselves.
The power comes from within, and within us, a little change can make a huge difference around the world.
Not every single person is called to go into the wilderness. Luckily, not everyone in here is called to go on an 8,000-mile bike ride, but some are. And can you imagine a world in which we didn't go? And not everybody is called to the bedside of a grieving children to hold the hand of a mother as she says goodbye for the last time, but some are. And can you imagine a world in which they didn't go? Everyone in this room is not here by accident. You're here because you are called deep within yourself. You're called to take that first step towards a life of service and of meeting that you've been meaning to do and haven't. And can you imagine if you did go? Can you imagine the unbelievable journey that you're going to be on if you just say yes?